Just recently, beloved Sylvan Lake mail carrier Kathy Tomlin completed her final mail run before heading off to retirement. For several years, Kathy has helped brighten Sylvan Lake residents' days with her determination, infectious personality, and unforgettable sense of style. Here to share her thoughts on her time in Sylvan Lake as she embarks on her retirement is Kathy Tomlin. Thank you for being here, Kathy.
Hi, how
First
are
and
you?
first and foremost, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I love your hat. I love your energy already just looking at you. You seem so bubbly. Now let's just talk about it. You just recently completed your final mail run after so many years. How does it feel?
Oh, it's kind of just, it's been the thing that I've taken care of for 8 years now, and
Hmm.
it's hard. It's really hard. The goodbyes, but like I say, it's not really goodbye. I love the people out there. They've been so caring and thoughtful, and just a wonderful community to be able to do this. And they've just loved me unconditionally, and it shows. It just really shows. So
We
yeah.
love that. We love that. And as somebody, if you live at home, you know that you get mail. If you sometimes get blessed to actually see your mail carrier. Some people live in a situation where they don't get to see them, but sometimes you get to develop that relationship with them. You see them every single day for the most part, even on weekends in some cases. So sometimes you get to see them. Hey, how's your day? Develop that relationship, and if it's over time, over years, I would imagine you'll be a part of the community as well. Can we just go back a little
Oh,
bit, Kathy, if you don't mind? What
sure.
inspired you to become a mail carrier in the first place?
That's I wasn't sure at the
Hmm.
time. I took it on. It wasn't like even close to my home where I had to go and deliver mail, but getting into it was just wonderful. It's really just the people you meet, and I loved my job because of the people and the
Hmm.
dogs. I made friends with even a lot of their dogs. And even in Sylvan Lake, the community is a very, like, they love their animals, and
Hmm.
what a wonderful community and knit. But I just enjoyed just the people, really the people that you meet in this job. It's just been amazing. You know, it's, I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah.
It's, I'm going to miss them very much. It's like your baby. You take care
Hmm.
of them. When things get misdelivered, you see all the addresses that come all messed up,
Right,
and
right. Yeah.
you know where they goes. And
Hmm.
it's, oh no, they used to live over here. Now they live over here. And the
That's a good
packages,
point.
you know,
Yeah.
it's, I just had to. They know. They
Yeah.
know.
And
Your
that's
mail
and
carrier knows.
And that just speaks to just knowing the community after serving the community for so long. Like you said, only someone who's been there, who know the residents and know, hey, this person may have moved or this person may have changed their address, or, oh, I'm sorry, this is possibly going to the wrong one. Let me go back and go to, who this actually belongs to. Only someone who has been in that community and experienced that community and talked to the people would actually know that, rather than someone experiencing it for the first time. I'm glad you painted that picture as well.
Yes.
Well
Yes.
said. Now,
There's a
now,
lot to the job.
yeah.
There's really a lot to the
Hmm.
job.
So
People
so
don't
much more than
realize.
people would imagine. But you also went above and beyond, and that's what I want to speak on as well. Because when we started off, I commented on your style, your hat, and not even
Yeah.
necessarily knowing you on your route. I've seen from some of the pictures, your personal style is legendary around our
Yeah.
community and areas. So how did fashion and flair become part of your daily delivery routine?
Yes. Oh, I don't know. I think like where we work at the post office, they would say like, "Hey, we're today's Tiger's Day. You got to wear tiger gear. You got to for the Lions. We got to wear our Lions gear on that day. We were rooting for them. So in that sense, I think that brought some of my style out, on those days where I was able to wear things. The holidays, we were able to dress up a little. They let us. And it just kind of helped. And it's been
Yeah.
really, really nice, like that they allowed us to do that. And
Hmm.
I just put my little touch of me in there, and I am what I am.
Yeah.
So,
And that's what we appreciated about it the most, Kathy, as we watching these pictures on CivicCenterTV.com. Like I said, we appreciate that you added your own style and flair to it because it made you stand out and it made us appreciate you even more. And with me right here, live on the Splash, by the way, now retired Sylvan Lake mail carrier Kathy Tomlin, just talking about her time and experience serving the Sylvan Lake community as well. You know what I want to ask you? We're in the year 2025 currently, and we're talking about a lot of changes that has happened in mail carrying, post office services. I imagine we're not seeing as many people write handwritten letters and mail those off as usual. So what has been the biggest change that you've seen in postal service or your route in general over the years?
oh, I still think people like to send things. It's more personal.
There
I
you go.
think they need to continue to send those personal touches to people, It means something more when you receive something, in the mail than, so I always encourage, people to really use the mail, use the USPS. We put our own little touch in there, and we want to make sure you get those personal letters.
That is so funny because I'm thinking about the last time I actually wrote a handwritten letter. I believe it was in high school to my high school sweetheart at the time. We used to do that, go back and forth, and then you spray like your little cologne in there so you can send off what you sent to. I remember the art of even learning how to write a letter and write on the envelope. That's a lost art nowadays, and I
Yes,
appreciate
and
that. So,
it
no, good point.
it makes a difference, and I think it makes a difference in the residents that receive it, the customers.
Yeah.
You know, it's just nice. I've seen so many loving things. I'm like, oh wow, that is so cool
Yeah.
seeing how people put their little touch on things you can't help but notice.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful to still feel like there's that out there,
Yes.
especially in these times, that there are people that are still wanting to do that. And then you see the reaction on your customers' faces, like it's nice. It's
Yeah.
really nice.
You say somebody actually took the time to write this rather than text me, email me, or something like that. This is something I can have. So I understand that. Now, Kathy, I'm going to get a little bit nosy now. I just want to inquire. Retirement plans. What are they? Do you have any? Can you share?
Well, I have so many things I want to do, I wish I could travel, I have customers that travel, and working in the wintertime is rough. So I'm hoping I can kind of go down south and enjoy the winters down there a little like my customers have. And I've always liked to have an RV or something and travel. That kind of interests me.
Yes.
And I'm hoping to kind of do that. I like to do gardening and planting and doing flowers and making things look beautiful and put my little special touch on that too. So, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
now's a good time for that too.
oh yes, it was the perfect time to retire.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I would say any time is a good time to retire for sure, especially after you put in your work and the community knows you, they appreciate you for everything you've done. It's well deserved. And with that being said, how do you hope the community remembers you and your time as a mail carrier in the community?
Oh, I'm sure they'll remember me. I told them it's not goodbye because I'll still be around in the neighborhood. So
There you go.
they'll know. I told them if I see you out there, I'm going to definitely stop and say hello and how's things going, because I miss them. I will certainly miss them. Very
Well
much.
said. Well said. Do you have any advice or any words to the community or any advice to any person that will be preceding you?
Yeah, I wish them luck. Whoever comes in, granted, I have a couple ideas who might be filling my shoes, and I know, somebody particular, I hope, gets it. They'd be a very good fit, after me being out there. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll still stay in touch with the post office. I'm going to follow up on them.
Yeah. I'm sure they're going to need you. They're going to miss you, Kathy. And yes, there's big shoes to fill for whoever comes behind you. But we want to thank you again so much, not only for your time here on Civic Center TV's The Splash Live, but also in Sylvan Lake. Once again, newly retired Sylvan Lake mail carrier, Kathy Tomlin. Thank you so much.
Thanks.